Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Salsabiela Rizky Putri, and today I would like to present about export and import terms. And in here, I will not just discuss about the terms, but also with the example sentence of the terms. So let's jump into the first topic. The first is export terms. Number one, the first terms is airway bill or AWP. An airway bill is a document that accompanies goods shipped by an international courier to provide detailed information about the shipment and allow it to be tracked. The bill has multiple copies so that each party involved in the shipment can document it. And the example sentence is the agent enters the airline identification when the airway bill is issued. Second, bill of lading. A bill of lading is a document issued by a carrier to acknowledge receipt of cargo for shipment. And the example sentence is, unless sent by an air courier, an ocean bill of lading can take as long as a week to arrive by air mail. Third, commercial invoice or CI. When used in foreign trade, a commercial invoice is a customs document and it is used as a custom declaration provided by the person or corporation that is exporting an item across the international borders. The example sentence is, you will need a commercial invoice for any goods crossing the border, including the things with little or no commercial value, like samples and items being sold online. The fourth, certificate of origin, a document furnishing details about the origin of a product, article, or goods, and this document is completed by the exporter and certified by a recognized issuing body, attesting that the goods in a particular export shipment have been produced, manufactured, or processed in particular country. And the example sentence is, I commit that I will submit the certificate of origin of the commodities under the relevant preferential trade agreement within 1 year upon the date of import. And fifth is Export Control Classification Number or ECCN. This is an alphanumeric designation used in the Commerce Control List to identify items for export control purposes. An ACCN categorizes items based on the nature of the product, for example, the type of commodity, technology, or software, and its respective technical parameters. And for the example sentence is, an example of an ACCN is 0A979, which corresponds to police helmets and shields. 6. Cost, Insurance, and Freight, or CIF. This is an international shipping agreement which represents the charge paid by a seller to cover the cost, insurance, and freight of a buyer's order while the cargo is in transit. CIF only applies to goods transported via a waterway, sea, or ocean. And the example sentence is, in order to overcome Indonesia's deficit trade balance, the government of Indonesia took the initiative to change the use of Incoterms in export transactions to CIF so that it could enhance the role of the national fleet. Seventh, net weight. The weight of an item or product without the addition of the packaging or container weight. And for the example sentence, in some regions, the net weight of a canned cola decreased from 255 mils to 213 mils, but the price remains the same. And the last is FTA or Free Trade Agreement. This is a pact between two or more nations to reduce barriers to imports and exports among them. Under a free trade policy, goods and services can be bought and sold across international borders with little or no government tariffs, quotas, subsidies, or prohibitions to inhibit their exchange. And the example sentence is we truly believe a free trade agreement between us could increase trade between our countries by 3 or 4 times. And the second topic is import terms. So the first is ULD or unit load device. Is a container used to load luggage, freight, and mail on wide-body aircraft and specific narrow-body aircraft. For the example sentence, a lower deck side door always allows loading of unit load device or ULD up to 163 centimeters in height. And second, purchase order or PO. An official offer documenting the exact requirement of the buyer in terms of quality, quantity, performance, pricing, and payment terms for the products or services. This is an important document for the buyer because they formalize requirements and pricing and serve as legally binding documentation of the goods or services that were ordered. And the example sentence is Bila wanted to buy 3-unit car and she sent me a purchase order. And third, letter of credit, a contractual commitment by the foreign buyer bank to pay once the exporter ships the goods and presents the required documentation to exporters banks as proof. And example sentence is, yet the company refused to post any letter of credit as required by the government. And fourth, port of loading. The port where the cargo is loaded onto the shipping vessel or container. And the example sentence is, we deliver our products to any port destination in the world. Our main port of loading is Port of Tanjung Perak in Surabaya. And next, number 5 is warehouse. Warehouse is a commercial space vital in the supply chain that is used to store finished goods and raw materials and is widely used in industries such as manufacturing and distribution. And the example sentence is, the cargo is loaded onto a truck headed for the company warehouse. 6. Remote location filling or RFL. RFL. RFL is an electronic program which allows an approved customs breaker with a valid national permit to electronically transmit data associated with an entry in a completely electronic data interchange system to a RLF, operational customs and border protection location. For the example sentence is, for RLF transactions, a custom broker or importer of record must transmit electronically using any invoice data required by Customs and Border Protection or CBP. And 7, Surat Setoran Pabean Cukai dan Pajak or SSPCP. It's an abbreviation for customs duty, excise, and tax payment form. Usually, SSPCP is a form used by taxpayers or tax subject to file duties and taxes related to import activities. The example sentence is, when depositing taxes, Agung Corp as an importing company pays SSPCP to the customs. Number 8, Harmonized System Code or HS code. HS code is a number which helps us to identify the product in a detail. Besides that, it also provides accurate data related to import duties like VAT or value-added tax, income tax, and other tax calculation. The example sentence is the product of Indonesian coconut shell charcoal briquettes with HS code 4402 dominated the Egyptian market. And the last is tariff. Tariff is a tax imposed on goods, usually based on their value or quantity, by the importing country. And the example sentence is, a new tariff for low electricity users will also be introduced, which has no standing charge. And we're going to the last topic. It's export and import terms. The first terms is Indonesia National Single Window, or INSW, is an Indonesian national system that allows for a single submission of data and information, single and synchronous data and information processing, and single decision making for granting custom clearance and releasing goods. Example sentence for INSW is, in order to maintain Indonesia's international trade performance, the government has established the INSW since 2010. And second is customs. Custom is an authority or agency in a country responsible for collecting tariffs and for controlling the flow of goods, including animals, transports, personal effects, and hazardous systems. The example sentence is, the car slowed down as they passed the customs. Third, export declaration or pemberitahuan ekspor barang or PEB is a custom notification used to notify the export of goods in written form or electronic forms or data. And the example sentence is, export declaration to be made by shipper within 40 days after flight departure unless otherwise specified. And last is custom clearance. Custom clearance is a necessary procedure in permitting goods that are transported to a country through an authorized custom brokers. And the example sentence for custom clearance is, the container has since arrived in Seoul, where they are awaiting custom clearance. I think that's all from me. I hope after watching this presentation, you will know more about the terms in export and import. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a great day.